Hi Sagittarius, welcome to the channel and welcome to your reading for June 2023. This reading is intended for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So let's get into it. This month is a major month for you guys. You are really ending a major cycle, and there's a lot of components that go into this. And you might feel like you are stuck, but really what's happening is that you are the eye of the storm. You are in the eye of the storm, but well, you're not only in the eye of the storm, but you are the eye of the storm. So let's get into it here. So the moon, the emperor, and the tower. So this is that chaos, that uncertainty, maybe anxiety. It's the falling away of your foundations of what you have known up into this point, what has served you up into this point, what has got you to where you are now. And as you grow, the emperor there, as you grow, as you have your eye on a goal, and in order to achieve this goal, all of this, your foundations that have led you to where you are now, have to fall away. They don't work with who you're becoming, maybe the friendships that you have, your living situation that you have, the job that you have, whatever it is. For a lot of you, this is all aspects of your life. They are not aligned with who you're becoming and who you are now, and where your goal, where your end game is right now. You have this vision in your mind, you have a goal that you want to achieve, and either you are the one saying, screw it, I'm ready to move on from these situations. I'm ready to change my living situation. I'm ready to change my job. I'm ready to go towards this new thing. Or, and the universe responds to that. The universe responds to that, and it's like, okay, let's change this. Let's change this. And you have to be willing to go through the unknown. Let the chaos happen around you. Let the universe work around you. Let the towers fall and let it be uncertain, because what is going to help you through this uncertainty is having that goal, and that focus is your path out of the chaos. That's what leads you out of this, and that's what's going to help you maintain your peace and balance and focus during this period, which is so important, because when you are trying to create something in this emperor energy, you're trying to work on something, you're trying to build something, and if you focus on the outside where there's the tower falling, there's uncertainty, there's maybe a lot of emotional drama happening because of all the changes around you, there's a lot of stress, whatever the case is, it's very easy to get pulled outside of yourself, get pulled away from your goal, and lose your footing. And when you lose your footing, the sense of peace that you have in your body, is very hard to listen to yourself, because with this goal that you have, that is the roadmap. That is your roadmap. There's not really anything else to grab onto, and the universe will show you now that if you try to grab onto anything, all around you there is uncertainty and there are towers falling. There's not really an external foundation for you right now. There is the foundation within yourself, and that path that you create by identifying this goal, identifying what you want, whether it's a career goal, a dream, or as grand as literally what you believe your purpose to be, or what you wish to accomplish in any way, shape, or form. And this can be on a small scale, whether it's just I want to move somewhere, or it's a grand scale, consuming all of these things. You're changing your job, you're changing your living situation, you're changing your social networks, you're changing everything. For most people, it's going to be everything. These moon and the tower surrounding you is really um, this chaotic energy, but you are staying focused on what you're trying to build. It's like the chaos is being created to push you out because you said, okay, I have this goal, I have this dream, and the universe says, okay. And either you took the steps to begin making it happen and everything else is shifting around you accordingly, and you can stay in this peaceful area in your mind and be in touch with your intuition through having peace in the body and let everything happen the way it's going to happen. And you know that no matter what happens, no matter what falls in your path, it's all to move you towards that goal. On the other hand, you might be not sure of what you want, and these things start falling around you, things start crumbling, foundations start breaking, relationships aren't the same, you're tired, you're bored with what's going on. And so, again, things start to fall around you. And it's going to force you to say, okay, this is what I want. Because there's no real direction right now except the direction you make. You're being pushed to manifest what you want. You've been living in very much in your comfort zone, very much like you've been dreaming up these dreams, like having this inspiration, but you've been living in your comfort zone. So now you're being pushed from all sides. Everything is changing and it's out of your control. But what is in your control is how you react and respond to it, and staying focused on that North Star, that path that's going to lead you out of the chaos. When all the cards fall, walking this path towards your goal is what is going to have you come out of this chaotic period unscathed. And if you are sitting in this energy of, being in the eye of the storm, you yourself being the eye of the storm, you staying focused on the goal or the outcome, no matter what happens around you, and knowing that what's happening is around you is happening for you to get moved into a new phase of your life, then this won't feel chaotic at all. This will actually feel very exciting. And that's something that I want to bring up too, is that anxiety and excitement are actually the same thing, or very similar things. So it's very easy to fall into this feeling of anxiety if you're focused on the external, and panic, and you'll lose that connection with yourself, that connection with your intuition, and you'll be all over the place. You'll be making hasty decisions, and you're going to get all caught up in the mess, caught up in the chaos. You want to stay focused on your goal. Know that things are happening for you. As you stay focused on your goal and you know that everything is happening for you, everything is shifting because you need it to shift. You need to change this living situation to get to the next level. You need to change your job. You need to, take that action in some way, shape, or form. And now you have no choice. And you know that this is happening to push you to take that action, even though you know it's uncertain. It's uncertain all around you, so you might as well take the action that is aligned with what you want. So, and when you're aligned with that North Star, so to speak, whatever your goal is, you're going to just have that inner peace. And so it won't feel like a stressful time at all. It will actually feel really exciting. So instead of being anxious, you have excitement because you'll feel like, yes, this stuff is happening for me. Finally, things are starting to change. Finally, I'm getting the push in the direction I need to go. Finally, I have time to just focus on this. Finally, I don't need to worry about anything else. Just focus on this goal that I have. Okay, so continuing on, there is the Four of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. So I want to say that during this time, even though you are in this energy of being the eye of the storm, where you you're taking the actions that you need to take, you're carving your path out through the chaos, through the uncertainty, you're creating where there is no certainty, you're making certainty because you're saying this is going to be my outcome, this is where I want to go. It's not a matter of having an external force tell you where to go. It's the certainty comes from you knowing where you want to go, and there's not really anything now to convince you otherwise, like where you're like, oh, I can't really pursue this, my dream job or creating a business because I have to dedicate my time to this job or whatever. Well, now the job is leaving. Now something's happening with the job. You can't work the job. So now you have to start focusing on your business. So it's like there is uncertainty, but you're creating the certainty by saying this is when all the cards fall, this is going to be my outcome because this is what I'm focused on. So, Four of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. This is a huge thing because when all of this is going on around you, there could be this tendency to fall into this lack mentality or feel like um just feel like, you know, like you lack, like you might not have money, like you might not have the resources, like you have to be watching your money, you have to be focused. But look, right behind you is that Queen of Pentacles. And this Queen of Pentacles energy is, it's not like what when this Four of Cups energy that you're in, where you're feeling like you don't know where, you're going to get this money from. You don't know where you're going to find friendships. You don't know where, like, it seems like you're giving up a lot. It seems like if you focus too much on the external and what you're losing, it's going to, or what you're moving away from, it's going to make you feel really stuck. It's going to make you feel depressed. And right behind you is the Queen of Pentacles. So, and this is not just about money. This is about having wealth and abundance on an energetic level. It's something that you haven't really fully experienced yet. It's a whole new level of being where, you might have thought, let's say, I want to start a business because I need to make more money than I'm making now, and I want to be free, and I want to do what I want on my own schedule. But maybe something that was blocking you from doing that this whole time was, your ideas about money, your scarce, like having a fear that if I leave my 9 to 5 job, like, and I go full in on something, that I'm not going to be secure, and you have this feeling, this, anxiously holding on to something. But at the same time, you're depressed by this worldview. You're depressed, like, because it takes your freedom away. All you want is to be free and independent in whatever way that calls to you. So while you're wanting this freedom, you're wanting this Queen of Pentacles, this energy where you're always receiving whatever you need. You're always stable, and it's an energetic feeling of safety and security. But at the same time, you're kind of blocking yourself from seeing that because you think like, oh, I'm not ready to do that. I have to save up this much money, or I don't know if I'm ready to let these friendships go. I don't know if I'm ready to let this job go, or how will things come in. And so this month, as you sit in this eye of the storm, as you sit with everything falling around you, and you sit in this knowing, this excitement that everything now is happening for you, everything now is the world shifting to fall into place the way you need it. And then you don't get trapped in this Four of Cups energy, this depression, this stagnancy. You are able to energetically feel that everything is kind of lining up for you, and that no matter what happens, you know the outcome. You know the outcome because through the uncertainty, you're paving this path for yourself. So it doesn't matter what happens, it will work out for you. You will always land on your feet in a sense. So that's the energy you're learning to come into now, is to you're, you know, worried about not being free or having your freedom contained or being contained in some way, shape, or form. And now everything is moving to say, here is your freedom. Here's the keys to your freedom. This is how you do it. This is the mindset. This is the what you need to embody energetically to do that. And then you realize that by being anxious and continuing to hold on to these people, places, and things, you're keeping yourself binded now. You're keeping yourself constrained. It's no longer, I need to do something for ABC reason. The only thing that really matters now is what you're doing aligned with what this North Star is, with what this goal is. And when you just focus on that and know every action you take is bringing you closer to that, you will embody this Queen of Pentacles energy, this feeling that you are always, everything is happening to you. Everything is happening for you, not to you. And you don't need to stress about anything. In fact, the less you stress about it and the more that you lean towards excitement rather than anxiety, the more you are able to feel this peace and be more, and you'll know the next step very easily, and you'll see how everything is just working out for you. There will be solutions to your problems. There will be um, just things that happen where if you were stressed, you would panic, make the wrong decision, or make a decision that causes you more grief, costs you more money, costs you, makes you more anxious. It becomes a drawn out thing. Where if you were to stay at peace and know that everything is happening for you now, you find quick solutions. And if you're find quick guidance, be able to see opportunities in certain different situations because you're at peace. You're able to think clearly. So then we have the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So this is extremely multifaceted. So you have, first I want to talk about work-wise, or your goals when it comes to financial stability, material abundance, whatever that is for you, or your job. So this is about you picking that path, right? That's the path I was just talking about. Are you going to be anxious and focus on the external and try to control everything? Or are you going to let everything go and just focus on your North Star, your goal, and take the steps towards that goal? Just walk that path. And you don't need to know anything about that path. You don't need other people's advice on it. You don't need anything. It's just you're making it up. You're making it up, and you have the confidence now to just go. If you want to do something one way, try it one way. If you want to do it another way because you don't like it, try it. Just keep walking that path. Take the small steps, and you will start to see a shift. And you'll start to see money come in once you start to lay down that first foundation. Just start walking the path that you're making up. Nobody can give you advice on it. It hasn't been walked before. You're literally making it up as you go along. As you walk through this chaos, this uncertainty, you're making up how this path goes. You're making up whether you want to do one thing or another thing. Or if one thing doesn't work, you're trying the other thing after. And you're laying the groundwork for success. And when you start to do this, now this can come in the form of a physical person in your life, or this can just be, some clarity and some guidance and ideas from, you know, your higher self, or just some kind of clarity, some kind of ideas in that sense. But this could very well be a person where, as you start to lay down the groundwork, you're going to meet somebody or have an idea that allows you to bring this into more of a structure, like a mentor. So you're starting the beginning phases and you kind of don't know what you're doing. You're creating this path out of the darkness, right? You're doing this trial and error. You're just walking in the dark and you're creating the path on your own. And then you meet somebody or you find this higher guidance from, you know, either within you or your higher mind or whatever, however you want to call that. Or this is a physical person that allows you to really take this beginning stages, this thing you're creating out of nothing, and really solidify it into, okay, here's the plan, here's how you do this. Whether that's a mentor, this could be like a mentor you find online or something like that. This could just be your own higher mind guidance, ancestral guidance, something like that. You find, you're like, okay, this is the structure, this is how I do this, and it's something that meets you when you start to walk this path towards building your um, future, building your goals. You're building your future out of the chaos here. So now we have the Knight of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Magician, and the Nine of Wands. So that's it. You have to just run full force with this. It's You're the only one who can see this vision. You're the only one who can do it. And it's really about, I can't emphasize this enough. This month is not so much about seeing tangible results, which you will see a little bit, of course, just by the nature of starting something. But what you see physically is going to be the beginning stages. And it might be very easy to feel like you want to give up on yourself, or you want to sit in that Four of Cups energy, or you want to give in and feel anxious and try to control the chaos. It's so important that you understand, especially with this magician card, that this is an energetic shift that is happening. You're being pushed to go internal, where the external is falling around you, it's uncertain. You're pushed to go internal and harness this creative energy that you have for yourself and take action on this creative energy. You've been sitting in it for a while now. So now it's all about taking action, and that's what is closing the door to the cycle. Nine of Wands, like I said, this is a major cycle that is ending for you. This is like a huge chapter of your life. Things are not going to be the same for you guys over the next half of the year when you take action on these things this month. Well, even if you don't, and the thing is, it's easier for you to do it yourself than to have things be chaotic and, fall into place that way. So, yeah, this month it is so important to know that this is internal, this is energetic, this is understanding the energy of, feeling secure, feeling that you are powerful and in control. You're creating out of the darkness, and that is what's going to open the door for you and end this cycle. The Nine of Wands is you using your own creative ability out of the darkness, out of the chaos, to really create something new for yourself and get over, this entire chaotic period. And this is a whole new chapter ending for you. New workplace, new friends, new place of living. Everything is shifting now. So it's important to just follow your own creative guidance. And all you can do now is take action on that guidance. Keep that North Star in your mind and keep going towards it, and stay in your peace and know that everything is happening for you, that everything is pushing you towards the direction that you need to go, and harness this energy, harness this magician energy, this Queen of Pentacles energy. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.